and prisoners are having to be taken to police stations outside the capital.
That the Commissioner's called on parents and guardians to keep children, youngsters in tonight.
Yes, that is what Tim Godwin said yesterday evening, urging parents to find out where their children were and to call them to get them back home, because as you will have seen from a lot of the pictures on the television and the coverage, many of the people causing the damage and the looting were youngsters, girls as well as boys, and so he has been urging parents to find out where their children are, to get them back home as this investigation carries on behind the scenes. And obviously there is another investigation going on. You mentioned it a few minutes ago, Simon, and that is the investigation by the IPCC, the Independent Police Complaints Commission. They are looking into that actual shooting of Mark Duggan on Thursday and looking into exactly what happened, the sequence of events and the shots that were fired. They urged patience yesterday as they awaited further forensics analysis. And as you said, we will hopefully be hearing a little bit more about what they have found later on, because, of course, not only do the family of Mark Duggan want answers, but also the Metropolitan Police yesterday were telling us they really want to know what the IPCC has found so that they can carry on with their investigation as well.
Louisa Baldini at Scotland Yard, thank you.
Well, it's been a very dramatic morning news-wise, and in a moment we're going to be joined by viewers on BBC One for a special programme on the riots. That's with Clive Myrie. We're joining with BBC One for a special programme on the riots. But for now, let's catch up with the weather. Here's Darren.
Thanks very much indeed. Good morning. Well, it's not saying very much, but today is probably the best weather day of the week, because looming in from the Atlantic we have all this cloud, and that's going to bring some rain tonight and tomorrow, particularly to the northern half of the UK. Ahead of it, we've got some patchy cloud, a brisk wind blowing down the east coast, but at least we have some sunshine here in Hull, and it's probably going to remain dry. It'll be dry for most of us through the rest of the day with some spells of sunshine. It won't be as windy as it was yesterday either. We are going to see more cloud building up over land, because as the temperatures rise the cloud will build up, spread out a bit, but there won't be as many showers as yesterday, and it won't be as breezy either. We've seen a lot of cloud already in Wales, especially in the north. The showers here should fade away this afternoon. We'll see some sunshine. We'll also see a little bit of sunshine in Northern Ireland. Again, it's drying up, but there is quite a bit of cloud around. We will see the showers tending to fade away from northern parts of Scotland as the breeze dies down, and the best of the sunshine probably in the central belt, and that's where we'll see temperatures of 19 degrees. Similar temperatures for northern England. Again, some spells of sunshine at times. The winds that have been strong down that east coast continuing to ease down all the while, and it's going to be a fine and dry day for the southeast of England. It's here we'll see the highest temperatures, like yesterday, around 21 Celsius. Not quite as warm as that in the southwest, but a fine afternoon with some spells of sunshine. This evening looks good for most of us, but notice how it rains and the cloud comes in across Northern Ireland. This wetter weather easing into much of Scotland, northern England and North Wales towards the end of the night. Northernmost parts of Scotland dry, a little bit chilly perhaps, milder but again dry across the far south of England, temperatures staying in double figures. A wet day for most of Northern Ireland, most of Scotland, northern England, and we'll see some rain across the northwest of Wales too. Some pockets of rain moving through the Midlands towards East Anglia and the southeast, but brighter weather from the southwest should push back into Wales and the Midlands during the afternoon, eventually lifting those temperatures. If you're stuck under the rain though in Glasgow, 15 degrees. Not very pleasant at all. And it's a bit mixed for the start of the third test match at Edgbaston between England and India. Threat of a bit of rain, more sunshine through the afternoon. Similar mixture of cloud and patchy rain, though, I think, on Wednesday into Thursday too. We're going to keep some wetter weather across many parts of the country. Always heaviest rain across Western Hills, southwestern parts of Scotland, northwest England and North Wales as well. But a humid feel, a cloudy picture for most of us on Thursday. Temperatures getting as high as the low 20s. All the details, of course, online.
This is BBC News with a special programme on the riots which have spread across London and to other major cities in England. The capital saw one of its worst nights in decades as gangs of masked youths started fires, attacked police and looted shops. Police say at least 400 people have been arrested across London over the past 3 days. This is the scene live over the skies of London, where a major clean-up operation is now underway. The Prime Minister has cut short his holiday to chair a meeting of the Cobra Emergency Committee.
British policing has always meant and always depended on the support and help of local communities, and that's what we need now.
We'll have a live statement from the Prime Minister shortly on how the government plans to restore order to the streets. For the first time, the trouble has spread beyond the capital to other major English cities, with 100 arrests in Birmingham alone. Shop owners are counting the cost as they become the target of looters, with many stores entirely stripped of their contents. And even football has been affected. That tomorrow's friendly between England and the Netherlands has been called off. Good morning and welcome to BBC News Special on the rioting that's hit London and now other cities across England. The Prime Minister David Cameron has returned from his holiday to deal with the situation, and this morning chaired an emergency meeting of the Cobra Crisis Committee, and we expect to hear from him live in a moment. Last night, 1,700 extra police officers were deployed as trouble broke out in a large number of London boroughs, including Camden, Ealing, Lewisham and Woolwich. Violence began yesterday afternoon in Hackney after a man was stopped and searched by police, but nothing was found. Cars were torched and petrol bombs hurled at riot police. In the Clapham Junction area of southwest London, youths raided a Debenhams store and a number of shops, stealing masks to conceal their identities. In Croydon, a string of cars and buildings were set alight, including a family furniture shop which survived 2 world wars but was last night razed to the ground. There were also huge blazes in Enfield, where fire engulfed the Sony distribution centre. Well, London bore the brunt of the unrest, but for the first night, youths also took to the streets of Birmingham, Bristol, Liverpool and Nottingham in copycat attacks. This morning, a major clean-up operation is underway. This is the scene live in Enfield, where a warehouse